Well, another day, another bombardment of more fake news in kind of an ironic sense. I'm wearing my China shirt here. As you can see, yes, we all know by now the latest FUD is out of China. And there's certainly a lot of different representation as far as how it's being covered. You look at some of the legacy media networks. I mean, they're just delighted by the fact that this is something they can report about yet again, calling Bitcoin dead for the 400th time now, actually. We're going to take a look at that later in the video. Also, guys, at the end of this video, we're giving away another $50 worth of ETH as we do every day. So we'll select a winner live at the end of the video. Make sure you stay tuned for that. In the meantime, I just kind of want to mock the idea of all this FUD that we're seeing. And now for a couple of days, I've been talking about the fact that it's been this coordinated effort that the media powers that be, I guess, if you will, especially those institutions, those organizations that own the media outlets. I've been suggesting that this is all coordinated. I think now that's been all but confirmed. I also want to go back. Maybe at first we should just make mention of this news. This came out yesterday as well. So we also took a hit on this just as kind of Bitcoin was bouncing back up above the 41, 42K level. We took a hit here. I'll read this tweet courtesy of Bloomberg. Breaking: the U.S. Treasury said the Biden administration proposal to strengthen tax compliance includes a requirement for transfers of at least $10,000 worth of cryptocurrency to be reported to the IRS. Maybe at face value, not the best news in the world, but I talked about this. I forget if it was in a community post or a video, but think about from the US perspective, as an American, there's been this fear that's kind of been lingering. People, are fearing an outright ban of cryptocurrency. Clearly, this is a signal that the US is looking to regulate cryptocurrency. You cannot ban what you aim to regulate. So as far as I'm concerned, this is good news. That was the first piece of FUD, minor FUD from yesterday. Let's take a look at the more significant FUD that's starting today. Let's just do a quick roundup of these preposterous headlines that the legacy media is putting out. Bitcoin falls below $40,000 after China's cryptocurrency warning. That's courtesy of globalnews.ca up here in Canada. Actually, Cointelegraph did a good job. We'll come back to Cointelegraph in just a second. Let's move on here to cryptoslate.com. I have these out of order. My bad. It says ruining the impact. Going back to CNBC, legacy media first. Bitcoin price falls after China calls for crackdown on Bitcoin mining and trading behavior. Very ominous, very scary, intentionally so, obviously. AlJazeera.com, Bitcoin sell-off resumes after China reiterates crackdown warning. For about the 40 billionth time. How many crackdowns has China had? How many bans of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency has the country had? First of all, it's not even accurate. They haven't banned Bitcoin. They haven't banned cryptocurrency either. We'll discuss that in just a moment. But these hyperbolic headlines, these media organizations are vampires, and they're just feeding on your fears. I mean, it's more apparent now than it's ever been, and I'm not frustrated, but it's got me revved up, as you can probably tell. Just absolutely, it's despicable as far as I'm concerned. Absolutely despicable. It's this spiraling tailspin of a slow motion crash that all of these legacy media outlets are involved in right now, where they're just spiraling towards the lowest common denominator because they're losing money, they have nothing to talk about, and they're just desperate. They're desperate for ad revenue and clicks. This is the game that they play. Bitcoin fell again on Friday after China reiterated its warning that it intends to crack down on crypto mining in what has been a tough week for crypto investors. A week of opportunities as well, depending on how you want to look at it. Fortune.com, why China cracked down on Bitcoin again for the 40 millionth time. BBC.com, Bitcoin falls further as China cracks down on cryptocurrencies. Most people lead busy lives. They work full-time or they have families or what have you, but their time for the most part is occupied by other responsibilities. Most people will read the headline here on BBC.com and all these other outlets and won't bother reading through the article. That is what media outlets, in my opinion, bank on. The fact that you're going to read a sensational headline only and not go through all the details here. Who has time to look at all this? You get back home from work, it's 5, 6 p.m. Your kids are yelling and screaming. You got to make supper. You got to do some chores. Some other stuff is whatever, competing for your attention. People read headlines and nothing else. It's the problem in today's media landscape. Moving on here, we're on independent.co.uk. Bitcoin price plunges as China threatens crackdown on cryptocurrency. So ominous. China has not banned Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. Bitcoin mining, in fact, is legal in China, but China is run by the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party. It is an authoritarian state. They like to have a handle on what their citizens are doing. You can mine Bitcoin, actually. You can have an industrial Bitcoin farm if you want, but the government has to be privy to your activities. They have to know what's going on. That's the condition. That's the caveat. You can also buy cryptocurrency, but again, you can't do so illegally. China's cracking down on certain illegal activities. Bitcoin is not banned and cryptocurrency is not banned in China. And even if it were, it wouldn't make a difference. But that's not the case. That's not a reflection of reality. But these guys just can't help themselves. On to kind of the more responsible outlets out there, those that are in the space, in the cryptocurrency space, Cointelegraph.com. Bitcoin price bounces back at 36.7K as FUD over a new China crackdown fades in minutes. You can see it's almost like an inversion, right? The pessimism of the legacy outlets and this is kind of rooting for Bitcoin, I think, as many of us are, Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and other altcoins in the space. The best efforts of mainstream media to spark another price crash fail as BTC USD rebounds after a mere 10% drop. I wouldn't say that we're out of the woods just yet, because who knows how many other false flags these media outlets and these institutions have up their sleeve. You can see that it's been coordinated now. I mean, we agree, right? We agree that there's no doubt that this has been orchestrated. Elon Musk, China FUD from last week, Binance and the IRS, Tesla, USDT news, the IRS announcement that came out yesterday, and now more China FUD. They're not even making up new stories. They're saying that China has, intensified their crackdown? They've done no such thing. They're recycling the very same FUD that they did last week. And the embarrassing thing is that it's working on people. People are selling at a loss. The weekends are being shaken out, and look, not financial advice. That's not the point of this video. It's not what I'm trying to convey today. But you make money by buying in red, not by buying in green and then selling in red. People like to, for whatever reason, I understand the reasons, but people unfortunately buy high and sell low in practice because they don't take their emotions out of it. If Bitcoin continues to fall, maybe it falls back below 36K, maybe it goes to 35, 30, 25, 20. If Bitcoin goes to $1,000, I'm selling everything else in my life and I'm buying optimal levels of Bitcoin. I'm maxing out. Do you understand? The further it goes down, the more we buy in this space. If you're new to this space and you've been freaked out, my condolences. It's certainly a roller coaster ride and it can get rough, but you have to take your emotions out of it. You have to channel your contrarian and your robotic self. Stick to your strategy and don't deviate just because things look rough. Also, don't overextend yourself and over-leverage yourself. That, I think, is a key piece of, I won't call it advice, but it's a key strategy to kind of remove emotions and stress out of the equation. So kudos to Cointelegraph.com. I think they're reporting this responsibly. Here we're on CryptoSlate.com. The China crypto FUD is back again, but it's misleading. Chinese authorities reiterated their crypto warnings on Tuesday, sending prices downwards, and the market reacted. This actually from the other day. Here, another piece of irresponsible news, in my opinion. Reuters, China vows to crack down on Bitcoin mining and trading activities. There's nothing new here. There's no new information. They're just desperate for content. They're regurgitating recycled stories for more clicks, for more ad revenue. I don't know. My only kind of, I guess, silver lining that I can see out of this is that the more of this we see, the more people are inoculated to the FUD and the fake news. It's just straight up fake news. I don't understand how these media outlets are still in business. Maybe people like me are making videos and they've got to click on some of these just to showcase them in their YouTube videos, I guess. But I don't know who opens this up. That's not true. I do know who opens this up. Those that are uninitiated, those that are new to this space, they're going to be opening this up and they're going to be freaked out. And that's just very dishonest and very disingenuous, in my opinion. Let me know how you feel about that in the comments below. Here's the reality of the situation. If you're on crypto Twitter, you're being reassured by some of the diamond hands out there, some of the OGs in the space that have been around in the last cycle, 2017, 2018, maybe even as far back as 2013 or earlier. Documenting Bitcoin here with a pretty good observation. The lesson from the internet is anything that China bans, invest in it. Probably a good idea. CNBC on Twitter. This is, I guess, their one... I don't know. This is a bit of a redeeming piece here that you can check out. Kudos to them, at least in this instance. Michael Saylor on CNBC really singing the praises of this technology that he's staked his reputation on and that of his companies. Bitcoin is coming to life. The volatility is the price you pay for it to be 10 times outperforming the S&P index over a decade. I'll link to that full interview in the description below. Check it out. I do recommend it indeed. Altcoin Daily here also pointing out that Bitcoin has been declared dead, in case you didn't know, now more than 400 times. So this is nothing new. In fact, we've seen it 399 times already. This is from, today, but the declaration was made, I guess, on Wednesday. Bitcoin declared dead more than 400 times with that last announcement, or I guess collective opinion that was issued on Wednesday, a couple days ago, I believe the 19th of May. You can read through that and get a sense of some of the previous examples. But the point is that if you're doing this space, you don't know about those other 399 times. It happens all the time. And the weekends, the lettuce hands get shaken out. Don't be among those that buy high and sell low. Hold and buy the dip, if anything. Not financial advice, but buy the red. You got to buy up assets when blood is running in the streets. That is how you enrich yourself. Okay, with that being said, I'll allow you guys to formulate your own opinions. Let's move on to something a little bit more positive, I guess, a little bit more uplifting, and talk about yesterday's video here. We're giving away another $50 worth of Ethereum. You guys are not getting any better with the likes. You know, we're trying to grow this channel for a news perspective kind of YouTube channel. 88 likes to 316 comments. You guys are liking without commenting. If it continues, we're going to have to discontinue this whole giveaway because it's not advantageous to us just yet. So everything that we do, obviously, we're operating at a loss. We're not earning ad revenue on this channel yet. You guys aren't liking the videos. Maybe you don't like the videos, but if you participate in the contest, you must like as well as comment. And if you're a repeat commenter and you're spamming the comments section, I am taking note of you guys and you are ineligible for the prize. Also, of course, if you've already won the $50 giveaway, we're going to skip over you and give it to somebody else just in the interest of fairness, right? So as long as you include, here are the rules. You got to like the video that you're watching. You got to subscribe to Altcoin Buzz News, and you got to comment with the letters ETH or the word Ethereum in the comments section. Let's go to the YouTube random comment picker here and plug in that URL of the video. The winner of yesterday's Ethereum goes to Robert Brooks. Go, go, go. Ethereum, go 5K, go 10K, go, go. Ultimately, long term, I agree with you, Robert. I think we're going to hit those all-time highs that we previously hit, 4,300, 4,400 or so, and then blast above that. DeFi is only just getting started. ETH 2.0 is around the corner. Scaling solutions are hopefully coming, but there's a lot to look forward to. You got to extend your time horizon during these acute moments of FUD because they don't last. The euphoria is going to come back to the market. We are in extreme fear right now. There will be days where we'll be on the opposite side of the spectrum, on the extreme greed side of the section. And as per any veteran investor in the space, they'll quote Warren Buffett, "You must be fearful when others are greedy and greedy when others are fearful." Not financial advice. Robert, please locate your comment in yesterday's video, i.e. this one here that we just took the link from. So will the crypto and altcoin market keep crashing? That was the title of the video. Find your comment, Robert. Respond to your own comment with the Ethereum address to which you would like us to send you your $50 asset prize. Congratulations. It's just that easy. You guys may as well all throw your hat into the running. A lot happening in the space, guys, and it's quick moving. It's very dynamic. I hope you're doing well. The best way to stay up to date is to keep following us on all the regular social media channels. Keep checking back into altcoinbuzz.io for all the latest. Like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell to receive notifications if you enjoyed today's video. That way you're kept up to date with everything that we release. None of this is financial advice, but best of luck if you do choose to invest. Members of the Altcoin Buzz Army, stay safe. TJF, happy Friday. And as always, we hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.